What if there was one simple thing, something that takes less than 10 minutes, that could double the life of your motorcycle engine? No expensive products, no special tools, no mechanical expertise required. There is. And the riders who know it have bikes with 150,000, 200,000 kilometers on them that still run like they're fresh from the showroom. The riders who don't know it are replacing engines at 40,000 kilometers and wondering what went wrong. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what this habit is, why it works, and what it reveals about your engine that no service center will ever tell you during a routine checkup. And what we reveal at the 2-minute mark is the reason most engine problems are completely avoidable, yet almost nobody catches them in time. Let's get into it. First, understanding why engines die early. Before we get to the habit itself, you need to understand something. Most motorcycle engines don't die from old age. They don't wear out gradually and stop one day after a long, full life. They die from neglect of small things. Tiny problems that were present weeks or months before the failure, announcing themselves quietly, consistently, while the rider kept riding and never noticed. A bearing that's beginning to fail makes a sound. An oil level that's dropping faster than normal tells a story. A coolant level that keeps needing topping up is pointing directly at a problem. A chain that's developed tight spots is warning you about sprocket damage already underway. None of these kill your engine suddenly. They all give you time, but only if you're looking. And most riders never look, not until the problem has already become expensive. This is exactly what the 2-week habit solves. It's not a treatment, it's not a fix. It's an inspection routine that catches problems when they're still small, still cheap, and still completely reversible. The habit: a full 10-minute inspection every 2 weeks. Every 14 days before a ride, when the engine is cold, you spend 10 minutes going through 5 specific checks. That's all. 10 minutes, 5 checks, every 2 weeks. Here's exactly what those 5 checks are and what you're looking for in each one. Check 1. Engine oil, level and condition. Pull your dipstick or check your sight glass. You're looking for 2 things simultaneously: level and condition. Level first. Your oil should be between the minimum and maximum markers. If it's dropping noticeably between checks, your engine is either burning oil past worn rings or leaking it somewhere. Either way, that's information your engine is giving you that demands investigation, not just topping up and moving on. Now look at the oil itself. Fresh oil is amber and translucent. Old, degraded oil is dark and opaque. Both of those are normal at different points in the service interval. What is not normal is oil that looks milky or has a gray, creamy texture. That appearance means coolant is mixing with your oil. A blown head gasket or a cracked component is allowing the 2 fluids to combine. This is a serious fault. Riding on coolant-contaminated oil is one of the fastest ways to destroy an engine completely. 2 minutes. Dipstick out, check level, look at the color. That's all this check takes. And the milky oil discovery alone has saved countless engines from complete destruction. Check 2. Chain, tension, and lubrication. Get behind the bike and push up on the middle of the lower chain run with 2 fingers. You should have a specific amount of free movement. Check your manual for the exact figure. But for most bikes, it's between 20 to 30 millimeters of free play. While you're there, look at the chain surface. Is it dry? Is it rusty? Is it coated in a thick black paste of old lubricant mixed with road grit? All 3 of those conditions are damaging the chain, the sprockets, and the gearbox output bearing every single kilometer you ride. A properly maintained chain is clean, lightly coated with fresh lubricant, and moves freely at the correct tension. If it's not that, fix it before the next ride. Not next week, before the next ride. A chain that's ignored for months doesn't just wear itself out, it destroys everything connected to it.
Check 3. Tire pressure and condition. Underinflated tires are one of the most common and most underestimated causes of poor handling, excessive tire wear, and dangerous instability at speed. And because tires lose pressure gradually, most riders never notice until the handling already feels wrong. Every 2 weeks, check both tire pressures with a proper gauge, not by squeezing the tire with your hand. A gauge. Your owner's manual gives you the correct pressures for your load conditions. Use them. While the gauge is in your hand, inspect the tire surface. Look for cracks in the sidewall. Look for embedded nails or screws. They often lodge in the tire without causing immediate deflation, but they're working their way deeper with every kilometer. Find them now, and they're a 5-minute fix. Find them on the highway when the tire finally lets go, and the consequences are far more serious. Check 4. Brake fluid level and lever feel. Look at your front and rear brake fluid reservoirs. The level should be between the minimum and maximum marks. A fluid level that's dropped to minimum doesn't automatically mean you have a leak. Brake fluid level drops naturally as brake pads wear, because the caliper pistons extend further as the pad material reduces. A low fluid level is telling you your brake pads are approaching the end of their life. But a fluid level that drops rapidly between 2-week checks while your brake pads still have material left, that's a leak somewhere in the hydraulic system. A leak in your brake system is not a problem you defer. It is the problem you fix today. While you're checking the reservoir, pull the brake lever slowly and feel for consistency. A firm, progressive feel is correct. A lever that feels spongy or that travels too far before resistance builds indicates air in the hydraulic system, and air in brake lines means reduced stopping power exactly when you need it most. Check 5. Look underneath for leaks. The last check takes 30 seconds. Crouch down and look at the ground underneath your engine and gearbox. Look at the engine casing itself. Fresh oil spots on the ground mean an active leak. Dried oil staining on the engine casing tells you a leak has been happening for some time. Either discovery needs investigation because a leak that's ignored gets worse, not better. What starts as a weeping gasket becomes a dripping one. What starts as a drip becomes a flow. And an engine that loses enough oil between checks runs dry and fails in the exact same catastrophic way as an engine that was never serviced at all. Also look for coolant on liquid-cooled bikes. Coolant leaves a distinctive residue, slightly sticky, often with a faint sweet smell. A coolant leak that's caught early is a relatively simple repair. A coolant leak that empties the system and causes an overheating seizure is not. Why 2 weeks, not monthly, not before every ride? Every week feels excessive for most riders and leads to the habit being abandoned. Every month is too infrequent. A slow oil leak or a developing chain problem can reach dangerous levels in 4 weeks of daily riding. 2 weeks is the interval that catches problems while they're still developing. It's frequent enough to be genuinely useful and infrequent enough to be sustainable. Riders who do this consistently report the same experience. They almost never face unexpected mechanical failures because every problem announces itself during a routine check long before it becomes a roadside breakdown. Here's the honest reality. The 10 minutes you spend every 2 weeks doing these 5 checks is not maintenance. It's a conversation with your machine. Your bike is constantly telling you what's happening inside it, through oil color, through chain condition, through fluid levels, through what you find underneath it on the ground. The riders with 200,000-kilometer engines aren't lucky. They're listening. And they've been listening consistently every 2 weeks for years. Start this habit today, not next month, not after the next service, today, because the check you do this weekend might catch exactly the thing that would have cost you an engine rebuild 6 weeks from now. Subscribe for more of this kind of knowledge. See you in the next one.